This is the book of Deuteronomy 4, verse 2. You have witnessed what Yahweh did at Baal Peor, how he eradicated from your midst even everyone who followed Baal Peor. But you who remain faithful to Yahweh, your power are still alive to this very day, every one of you. I'd like to give all praises and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahweh Shai. I'd like to give all praises and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the men of GMS who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on the set once again. Now you witness what Yahweh did at Baal Peor, how he eradicated out of your midst all that worship Baal Peor, okay? And that Baal Peor is talking about this Western civilization society, okay? It's a metaphor. You could use that for a metaphor for today, okay? So you have to cling unto Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, if you want to make it out of here with your life when this thing goes down, okay? Because Yahweh Shai is going to destroy everyone over on this side, okay? On the only one that's going to make it is the elect. Let's get it. That's the only ones that's going to make it. First Peter chapter 1, verse 1. From Peter, a apostle of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to those temporarily residing abroad in Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, in the province of Asia, and Britannica, who are chosen, okay? The chosen ones that's destined to make it out of here with their life, okay, when this thing goes down, okay? And if you don't have Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, you won't make it out of here with your life when this thing goes down, okay? You're just going to be eradicated, okay? That's what this thing is about. Go back to the book of Deuteronomy. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 1. Now, Israel, pay attention to the statutes and ordinance I'm about to teach you so that you might live and go on to enter and take possession of the land that Yahweh, the power of your ancestors, is giving you. Do not add a thing to what I command you, nor subtract from it, so that you may keep the commandments of Yahweh your power that I am delivering to you. Okay, so you have to keep the ordinances and commandments. Okay, although technically right now we're not underneath the law. Okay, but we still got to rehearse the righteous acts. Okay, to the best that's possible. Let's get it. Turn to the book of Revelations. The book of Revelations, chapter 21, verse 8. But as for the coward, unbelievers, detestable persons, murderers, the sexual immoral, and those who practice magic spells, the idols, worshippers, and all those who lie, their place will be in the lake that burneth with fire, with sulfur, that is a second death, okay? So they're going to get caught in that thermonuclear destruction that's destined for this place, okay? They're going to get caught up in that. And if you want to make it out of here with your life, you have to call upon the names of Yahweh, Yahushai, okay? It's basically the message is simple, okay? It's a redundant same message, okay? If you want to make it out of here with your life, okay? Call upon the names of Yahweh, Yahushai, okay? And don't take the mark of the beast when this thing comes out, okay? Because they will come out with it, okay? Any day now. We expected them to come out with the mark of the beast, okay? They will come out with this chip, okay, to deceive the world. I believe Iran is just they're just playing games. They have to come out with it, so they're going to use Iran as a crisis. Okay, they're going to use Iran as a crisis to implement this MOTB new system. Okay, that's just me speaking. Okay, speaking as a man. They're going to use Iran as a crisis to bring about this MOTB, this mark of the beast. Okay, they will come out with it. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5. Look, I have taught you statutes and ordinance just as Yahweh, my power, told me to do, so that you might carry them out in the land you are about to enter in and possess. So be sure to do them, because this will be the testify of your wise understanding to the people will learn all these statutes and deeds and great and say, indeed, this great nation is a very wise people. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 25. After you have produced children and grandchildren, you have been in the land a long time. If you become corrupt and make an image of any kind and do other evil things before Yahweh your power and enrage him, I invoke heaven and earth as a witness against you today that you will surely be swiftly removed from the very land you are about to cross the Jordan to possess. You will not last long there, because you will surely be annihilated. Okay, so and wasn't we annihilated? Wasn't we annihilated? Wasn't we eradicated for serving other gods? Look what happened to Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Look what happened to us, okay? It totally destroyed us as a people, okay? It destroyed us, okay? So you have to keep serving Yahweh. Yahweh trying to make this thing right. The book of Daniel. Turn to the book of Daniel. The book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 4. I prayed to Yahweh, my power, confessing in this very way. O Yahweh, great and awesome power, who is faithful and keeps his covenant with those who love him and keep his commandments. We have sinned. We have done what is wrong and wicked. We have rebelled by turning away from your commandments and standards. We have not paid attention to your servants, the prophets, who spoken by your authority to our kings, our leaders, and our ancestors, and to all the inhabitants of the land as well. You are righteous, O Yahweh, but we are humiliated this day. The people of Judah and of inhabitants of Jerusalem uh, and all Israel, both near and far away, and all the countries in which you have scattered them, because they have behaved unfaithfully towards you, O Yahweh. We have been humiliated, our kings, our leaders, our ancestors, because we sinned against you. Yet Yahweh, our power, has compassion and forgives even if we rebel against him. We have not obeyed Yahweh, our powers, by lying according to his laws that he set before us through his servants, the prophets. All of Israel have broken your laws, as turned away by not obeying you. Therefore, you have poured out upon them judgment solemnly threatened in the law of Moses. For we have sinned against you. He have carried out his threats against us and our rulers who were over us by bringing on great calamity on us. What has happened to Jerusalem has never been equal underneath all of heaven. Okay, so what happened to Jerusalem have never been equal to all of heaven. Negroes and Latinos and so-called Native American Indians, okay? What happened to Negroes, Latinos, and so-called Native Americans? Nothing like this have ever happened. The book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 1. Therefore, Yahweh hath made good his word which he pronounced against us and against our judges that judged Israel, and against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judah, to bring upon them great plagues such as never happened underneath the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses. Verse 29, as ye have heard my voice turning, surely this great, very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, whether I will scatter them. For I knew that they was not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. It is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of all their captives, they will remember themselves. And that's what's going on today. We're remembering ourselves. The book of Zechariah, chapter 1, verse 2. Yahweh was very angry with your ancestors. Therefore say to the people, Yahweh of heavenly armies says, turn to me, says Yahweh of heavenly armies, and I will turn to you, says Yahweh of heavenly armies. Do not be like your ancestors to whom the former prophets called out, saying, this is what Yahweh of heavenly armies have said. Turn now from your evil wickedness. But you would not no means obey me, said Yahweh, as your ancestors were they, as did your prophets, did they live forever, but having my word and statutes which I commanded my servants, the prophets, outlive your fathers. Then would they have paid attention and confessed, Yahweh of heavenly armies has indeed done what he would do to us, because we have sinned for ways. Okay, so did not Yahweh Yahushai do to us what he destined to do to us? Did not he destroy us? Okay, that's what this is about. Did not he destroy us? That's what this is all about. Okay, one moment. Deuteronomy chapter 68, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 58. If you refuse to obey all the words of this law, things written in this scroll, and refuse to hear this glorious and awesome name, Yahweh your power, then Yahweh will increase your punishment, and those who of your descendants great and long lasting afflictions and severely endure illness. So that's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. Okay, if you, since we didn't follow Yahweh Yahushai's laws, you see what happened to us. Okay, we was destroyed. We were destroyed. Okay, that's why we have to come back to the one that owned us while we still can. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 27. I'll wrap it up. Then Yahweh will scatter you among the people, and you will be very few, and you among the nations where Yahweh will drive you. There you will worship gods made by human hands, wood and stone, that cannot neither see, hear, eat, nor smell. But if You seek Yahweh your power from there you will find him. Indeed, you will seek him with all your heart and with all your soul. Your distress when you see all these things that's happened unto you in the future days, if you return to Yahweh your power and obey him, then he is a merciful power. He will not let you down nor destroy you, for he cannot forget the covenant with your ancestors that he confirmed by oath to them. Now I'll get you my closeout scripture. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 16. As your words came to me, I drank them in, and they filled my heart with joy and happiness, because I belong to you, O Yahweh, power of heavenly armies. I did not spend my time in the company of other people laughing and having a good time. I say to myself because I feel obligated to you, and as because I felt with anger at what they have done. Why must I continue to suffer such painful anguish? Why must I endure the stings of their insults like an incurable wound? Will you let me down when I need you? Like a brook, one goes for water, but cannot be relied on. Because of this, Yahweh says, you must repent of such words and thoughts. If you do, I will restore you to the privilege of serving me. If you say what is worthwhile instead what is worthless, I will again allow you to be my spokesman. They must become as you have been. You must not become like them. I will make you strong as a wall to these people, a fortified walls of bronze. They will attack you, but they will not be able to overcome you. For I will be with you to rescue you and deliver you, says Yahweh. I will deliver you from the power of the wicked, and I will free you from the clutches of violent people. Hopefully you was well edified. I like to give all praises and glory to Almighty Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.